Good morning and welcome back to the channel. It's a very windy and blustery morning up here on the tops. I'm at one of my favourite locations, so I thought I would bring you along for the journey. But I think my first thing I need to do is get some warm clothing on and get the camera gear out. So come along and I'll tell you some more. So this morning, my favourite location, as stated, is obviously the long-eared owls. Now I've been here a couple of times, or many times, and a couple of times I've seen them and I've caught pictures of them on camera, and then other times you've not seen a thing. So today really is 50-50. I'm either going to see them or I'm not. So if you're a person that likes to watch Winter Watch, that was on BBC this year, you might have seen on episode 2 a section where Chris and the gang was talking about how fog can affect wildlife, and you might have seen a little bit of footage of the long-eared owl that was wet through. That was mine. So that's my little claim to fame. Little things. But I'm back at the same location where I got that footage, and I'm hoping today, it's a bit windy, but it's a bit brighter and the visibility is a lot better. So I'm hoping that I get some nice pictures, because I think most of the ones that I've had have been on a really cloudy day, so they're not really showing them off properly. So yeah, I'm going to keep wandering and see what I can see. I mean, within the first 5 minutes of coming onto the area, we've already seen the barn owl. A quick couple of flybys. It was from a distance, so I had to get up through the trees so that I could get an image of it at least. But unfortunately, I couldn't get footage. But yeah, come along for the ride. Let's see what else we can find. The length and breadth of this area. I've been through all the forestry bit where normally you can see him set up in some of the Christmas trees down there, and not a thing. I've even been back through this meadow area where again they normally perch up on some of the dead branches, but nothing, not a sausage. So at the moment it's photographer nil, Leo's 1. So I'm in considerations now whether to go back to the car, get something to eat, and then move off to another location, I think. I'm going to see if I can capture anything else. So yeah, come along with me. Let's go see what else we can find. Because at the moment, it isn't going to be any Leos. Got a bit warm, had something to eat, and I think I've made the decision that I'm going to move off from this location today. to be honest, normally the long-eared owls, you see them perching up in the trees or on one of the, the old branches, or even quartering over the meadows. But there's just been no movement whatsoever. And to be honest, it could have been from the fact of when we had the bad weather with the snow. They could have moved off or just not showing. So I don't know. They're literally where I am. They could be anywhere. So it is a location, obviously, that I do keep coming back to many times because, like I said at the beginning of the video, sometimes you can be successful and sometimes you're not. So I think what I'm going to do is, while I'm going to go and move to a new location, I'm going to show you some of my images from my previous visits to this location with the long-eared owls. And I hope you enjoy them. And if you hang on in there, I shall see you at the new location. So I hope that you've enjoyed viewing some of my images of the long-eared owls from past visits to site. As I said prior to that I was moving on to a second location and hopefully looking for some short-eared owls. So I'm here now at the moment, and I've met up with a friend of mine who I've not seen for a while, which is Phil Barber, and he is here also to photograph the short-eared owls. While we've obviously been stood talking for a little while, we've just seen one of them come up from out of the long meadow grasses, just flown across out of the way for a little bit and drop back down, so hopefully that will come up again soon to start hunting. So if I do get some good footage, I will pop that up for you, and also if I get any images, I'll do that as well, and then you'll be able to see some of these beautiful owls all being well today. I know the weather's changed a little bit over here. We've still got the wind, it's still a little bit nippy, and unfortunately it's gone rather overcast as well with cloud, so it's not obviously as bright as it was this morning when I was out at the other location, which is a shame really, because we could have a little bit of sunlight. It makes some nice images, especially if you can get them a bit backlit as well, because from where we are, photograph this meadow, the sun obviously starts to set on the other side, so you get some cracking images, but it is what it is, isn't it, end of the day, and not a lot that we can do. So yeah, it's just a case now of a waiting game, and I'll keep you posted, so bear with us, and if I do capture anything, I'll put it up now for you.
Well, the footage and the images that I would have loved to have shown you, unfortunately didn't happen. So, me and Phil saw the short-eared owl come out of the meadow grass and then move up a couple of metres or so and then drop back down again. And we've sat and waited and waited and waited and waited to a point where we were nearly frozen. And there was no movement whatsoever. And unfortunately, we started to lose the light for even capturing anything on camera. So, I'm sorry guys, I can't even show you anything to do with the short-eared owls today, which is disappointing, but what can you do about it? Nature can only come and go when it wants to come and go. We can't make it, can we? So, I'm a bit gutted, a bit disappointed for my day. Been all the way to long-eared owls, seen nothing. Come over to another location for short-eared owls, and I had a 2-second glimpse of one. So yeah, it's not really been the greatest day going. So, there's not really else I can really tell you, is there? Other than I'm going to pack my stuff up now and head on home. So I'm sorry, but it's going to only be a short video, this one. And I'm hoping my next adventure's out that you can come on, that I actually do get to see something. So yeah. So first of all, I'd just like to say thank you to everybody who has bought me a coffee. I will pop the names up below, and I will also pop a link below here and in the description as well, for anyone that would also like to help me along my creative contents journey. You know, gets me out to places. You know, it helps every little, let's put it that way. And I know obviously it's been a short video, it's not been a successful video, but please do consider subscribing and liking my my channel. Every little will help me on there as well, to try and build up a bigger audience. And hopefully next adventure we'll get something on camera. So hang on in there. Please do keep watching my videos. If you haven't watched any of my previous videos, please go and give them a quick watch. You'd be quite surprised that I do actually see things. You know, they're not all fails like they have been on this one. So yeah, stick with us and come along on my next adventure. So I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.